Hey guys, it's me, and here we're back to Nano Salt Neo. Gonna be doing World 3, or Cell Cluster 3, Omicron. Yes, I pronounced that right, I think, probably. Anyway, this level here is probably one of the hardest in the game, because it gets built up and really hard, really fast. Starts off pretty simple. You see these little, blue blobs kind of nowhere. They could die in one hit, so they're not all too bad. However, now the problem begins. You see all these little tree things, these little cells? Each one you hit actually develops 5, directing right back at you. So if you kill them, they pretty much try to kill you in the process. And there are also those other things that come up you as well, so you pretty much have to force yourself to actually attack them. But the best thing to do is actually go in a circle like this, so that way you could actually fly away right as you destroy them. So you can actually shoot at an angle like this. If you shoot directly at them, you won't have enough time to actually dodge out of the way from the shot bullets. And even still, by doing this, there's still really a lot of damage to take because, well, there's still things coming from directly in front of you. So yeah, and you can also get hit, and if you even touch that little thing right there that you see flying around, you can also get hurt. So yeah, there's a lot of ways to die here. In fact, I already lost a life in the first 5 seconds. But either way, after you get past this phase, that isn't all too bad, but it still is a lot to dodge at the same time. I have a lot of solid upgrades and things to actually grab, which I did not grab yet. I should probably go back for them. I was going to go back from then, but then I see all these huge groups of guys coming in at me at once. Look at that huge group behind me. They're just wanting me to die, like something fierce, but no biggie. And now I can go ahead and grab my second satellite right there, so that's nice. Go ahead and have my second satellite. Now I can actually go ahead and kill all these guys, hopefully. Except now I'm going to get swarmed something fierce. Now, right there, you saw a small glitch in my capture right there. That was one frame, quite literally one frame that was badly, miscaptured. But if I was to only get one frame of problems throughout my entire stress test of this, I'm just fine. Because I actually tested to see if I could actually remove that. I removed the one frame just fine, and it didn't even seem like anything really happened. So really, I'm not all too concerned really about that at all. The only reason why I left it in here was because, like I said, this is a test rather than an actual Let's Play, so because I'm testing out how this device works, might as well show off the faults as well, because, well, that's all you can really do. But if my only fault in the game is just one frame that was miscaptured, once again, doesn't really bother me in the slightest. I don't even care, so there you go. So now we got past the first phase here, now we took 83%. I still have quite a little bit to go. You'll see all those little tree things over there too. So you pretty much have to destroy them as well. The best thing to do here is aim your laser in just a way to where you can actually dodge it by the little thing that's coming in there, which is actually very helpful for that. So now we can just exit open and actually head over to the other side, and it'll be good. Once again, I must point out, I am not trying to go for any high score, so if I look like I suck, that's just me trying to test out this device, not trying to go for a high score. I have to say that, but I have to say that every single time, so I don't get comments in either video in case someone decides to just watch one cell cluster. And I find out that's actually what they're called. They're not called worlds, they're not called levels, they're not called groups of cells. They're cell clusters. So it only took me about 3 parts to actually realize that. But either way, I got really close to the cell pretty much dying up on me. So yeah, no big deal there. Let's head over to Omicron 2 now, which isn't honestly as hard as Omicron 1. And it's honest, Omicron 1 is a really difficult if you don't know the crap to do. However, Omicron 2 is no picnic either. I mean, it is quite difficult, but nothing as bad, I think, as the first. Now you'll see these little pink things coming up there. They're actually huge towers, and look how many bullets they shoot at you at once. Yeah, they shoot quite a few things at you, so be careful. You don't want to actually pop up near them either. It's like a trap. I would say don't get near one at a time, just try to attack from the sides, get near this one, let it come up, and that one is dead, so that's nice. Be very careful in this one here. And you also see these little starfish things. They actually shoot out bullets across all 5 areas, so they spin around, and after a second after they stop, they shoot out little lasers at you. So be careful with them too, because it's really easy to get hit if you're not careful. You wanted to take them out before they could take you out. That's really all there is to it. I now have another weapon I didn't show off here. This is the green 2. I forget what the crap they call this weapon, but it's like a little shockwave thing. It's very powerful. Just very good for destroying short-range enemies. It's not very good if you're trying to actually avoid going close range, but either way, for that, I think it's actually quite nice. Very useful. I'm trying to save it right now for later and try to get some bonuses in here, try to kill as many as I can. So I'm going to go ahead and just save it until I get to like 91% or something. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to this. You'll still see some more of those little worm guys that actually hide on there too on the other side of the water. But in the meantime, just want to avoid these starfish and these purple blobs and just do whatever you can, because more than likely they're actually going to drop like little bonus letters too. So you go ahead and just shoot all these guys here. Take these out. And just be real careful. Once again, that's all you can really do. And then just go ahead and grab these little credits here as well. So then you can go ahead and, well, like I said, just finish killing them. I now have my shield up, so that's pretty nice. Gonna do some damage there with my shield. That's always good. Not really much else to really talk about here. I mean, it's pretty much doing the exact same thing overall. I mean, now you don't really have much to really commentate. See, that's what I don't like about post-commentary. When I do post-commentary on things, it's kind of a chore for me to do it. It's probably more of a chore for me to actually do post-commentary than it is to actually watch it. Haha. No, but seriously, I mean, when I do actual live commentary, I have a lot of things to talk about whenever I try to do something. I get to show like my actual reaction feels, like if I feel like I'm about to die, you can actually sense my reaction, my attempts actually killing things. So that actually shows a lot more excitement. However, post-narration, there's not really much to talk about. I mean, it's just pretty much me shooting enemies that I've already saw myself do, so really the excitement's all gone. But, like I said, this is just a test. I mean, it's not really a Let's Play part, but even still, the only times I've ever really done post-commentary out of will was the True Arena runs for both Kirby and, well, what am I talking about? I do a lot of post-commentary. I do Pokemon battles. What crap am I talking about? Okay. Well, post-commentaries for doing actual games that are not Pokemon, because with Pokemon there's a lot of to talk about post-commentaries, the whole strategy and idea. And why am I talking about this? I know, I'm just going entirely off topic here. Anyway, Omicron 3, not really all too bad. However, it starts off quite easy like all the others, but soon it starts. See, it's kind of interesting. Like there are two phases depending on which side you're on. Here you'll see a lot of little purple neon spiked things that you've seen before, and you'll also see those little electro starfish thingies that come up too. I got an N. I really don't think I'm going to create bonus by the end of this, but I do have a shield now, which is nice. And I still have a lot of that electro thing going on there, so I could use that whenever I need to. I'm going to use it right here to save time. Kind of pointless to use it there, but whatever. I decided to use it since I had my shield up, so why not? So on this side of the little cell, this doesn't really look much like a cell at all, but whatever. See, on this side you'll see all these little starfish and everything, and that's maybe on this side, that's pretty much all there is. And you'll also see those little electro gates too, that you can't really avoid. Now what's nice about the little electro thing too is that it actually deflects bullets as well. I think it actually, if I'm not mistaken, that is. Maybe I'm completely wrong on that. Maybe it's just because I had the shield on where I didn't even notice anything, but who knows? Whatever. Either way, I get to show you all enemies like this, and they come up like crazy. Yeah, honestly, following the Omicron 1, Omicron 2 and 3 aren't all too bad. I mean, they really pretty much put all their guns way too early in this stage. That should have been like Omicron 3 in itself. Yeah, I only need one more S here. Well, one more S. I only need one S to actually create bonus. But I'm not going to be able to do it. I forget why. I think I run out of time. I'm unable to actually get any more S's or anything. Any more letters, not any more S's. Because if I need any more S's than one, I already have it. See, on the other side here, after you defeat those little starfish things, you actually see these little Invisipigs again. I want to call them Invisipigs, because why not? Because I can't think of a better name for them, or they actually show up invisible. And there's a huge swarm of them. They're like 5 right there, so be very careful. They could attack you quite well. They kind of swarm at you. And see, look at that. There are 4 right there. So yeah, pretty powerful. Actually, there are a lot more than 4. Wow, okay. Quite a bit of these. However, focus your energy on one at a time. Otherwise, you're going to prove yourself a lot more problems. I had right into a line of fire right there. And I think I'm going to pretty much just a couple more hits and I should be at 90%. Might need to get another 90 somewhere. I'm going to have to see 2 more Invisipigs here. Take this one out, take that one out. Alright. And then there's that one here. That's actually, by the way, you can't shoot through those beams of light. Those actually deflect your bullets as well. So don't even try to actually avoid those. Here I'm just trying to search for anything to attack. I'm not sure how I can find anything. But either way, I'm just searching over to celluloid, trying to find something. I think that's actually what they call them. I think they call them celluloids or something. What the official name is that Shin'en actually uses for these things. Either way, just a couple more hits over there from the little more electro starfish guys. And I can just spam my little spammer thing. Because the exit opens on the other side, so I'm going to try to actually hit all of these guys while I can. So I'm just going to get near them and then just go ahead and use my electric thing. Or I don't. I thought I did anyway. There we go. But then I realized time's running out and I still have no idea where the exit is because I don't see any beam of light, so I decided to just use my time to actually head over there as quickly as possible. So I just decided to just avoid what I was trying to do, going for 100%. I still can't find the exit, so and I can't reach it in time. So I'm going to go ahead and actually just bust through a little laser gate and take a damage and again go through the portal. So there you go, cells purified. That's Omicron 3. That only leaves one more stage, and of course that's going to be the boss. Now I have 2 extra lives I can get here, so I use them both on extra lives. I don't have full satellites, but whatever, not a big deal. Now, I think Arceus, or Arceus, as I'm going to call him without the D. Anyway, the D is probably silent, probably. Anyway, seriously though, this is probably the hardest boss in the game, in my opinion. Now, getting the first 3 things hit in the front of him is not bad. It's getting the 2 in the back that's an absolute pain. His attack patterns aren't all too difficult. I mean, as long as you avoid his middle, you should be fine, because they kind of go in a sporadic pattern. However, you do want to watch out for all those little mini Arcadiuses, Arcadius, whatever things, because they can attack you. They die in 1 hit, but still, they can swarm upon you and attack you pretty well. So, like I said, attacking the 3 units in the front of him is pretty easy. That's pretty basic science to do. Very simple. It's getting those 2 in the back that is a big pain. And in order to actually do that, you pretty much need to go all the way around him safely. So, yeah, definitely troublesome. Not really too big of a pain overall, but definitely harder than what we've seen so far. Not really a pushover like the other ones we've seen. Just want to get this last third here. Of course, by having so many of these little things in the background too, it also kind of they've actually blocked your line of fire, so you can't do as much damage as you would like to with them. And it spins around, but it goes in the same position at the end every time. It doesn't like stop randomly on a random spot. So yeah, there we go. Gonna destroy the front, and now that just leaves the 2 in the back, which are a pain to get to because he constantly twists himself around as you do. So he can turn himself around just about as quickly as you can turn yourself around. See, look at him. He's actually twisting around, trying to avoid himself. So he's not trying to leave his little target open there. I went around to the other side, went all the way around. Maybe attack one of them. I think I can attack. Nope, can't. I'll try to attack that one on the side. Maybe. Nope, can't reach it. I actually try to run up to it this way. That's the only real I can see is by actually going around to it. I'm not gonna be able to do all too much. He's just gonna spin around now again. So I had to just shoot it. I don't think it's actually doing anything by shooting it that way. Either way, just try to hit that one at the right there. I think I'm gonna have to actually at some point get closer to him. I don't think this is working out too well. There's that little lens flare thing again. I still don't understand how lens flares could actually happen inside a body system, because these are cells. But yeah, what's that to say? Where's that lens flare even coming from? Honestly, there's like no sunlight or anything coming from there. It's like randomly there. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so that just leaves his last little segment there in the back, which is a pain to reach, because like I said before, getting around to the back of him is an absolute complete pain. So I believe I decided to actually try to get close to him, trying to avoid all these little mini Arcadius things. I don't even know what their official names are. Do any of these actually have official names at all? Those of you who are actually into the series, as in maybe like one of you, maybe if I'm lucky. Now, there's some clear camera angle issues going on there, but either way, finally, I hit his last segment, and he's going to go ahead and explode, and that's going to be it. Only one more part after this, and then we're done. So, yeah, cell purified Omicron 4, alright. Only one more cell cluster to go before we're finished. Cell cluster Sigma. Alright, so now that it's unlocked, we'll actually be doing that next time. So, I will see you guys then. I can see my terrible ranking score.